Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so before we start our class today, let's have first the prayer. Who can lead the prayer?
Done, ma'am.
Very good. Now, before you take your seat, kindly pick up all of the trash and arrange your chairs properly.
Done, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, class monitor, do we have any absent today?
None, ma'am.
None. Very good. Alright. To ensure the smooth discussion, I want you to keep in mind these classroom rules. Now let's read all together in 3, 2, 1, go!
Listen, respect, cooperation.
Yes, that should be the attitude that you should show inside our class. Okay? Alright. Before we start our class, I have here an activity or energizer to motivate you. No? So this activity will also serve as our unlocking of vocabulary or vocabulary check. I have unjumbled words and I will pick random students in our checklist and the lucky one will have to solve these words and have to attach it to its correct description in the Mark So did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Timor, what is this word?
I think, ma'am, it's burden.
Burden. Very good. So can you please attach to its rightful definition?
Right.
I'm second, ma'am. Second the motion.
Okay, how about this?
Harness, ma'am.
Very good. It's harness. So, Dimple, burden is a heavy load or duty. Yun yung definition niya in our poems. We will talk about that later. Okay, harness. Very good. Okay, and equipment used for work or in a process. Ganyan. How about this?
Darang may pag-init ng puso.
Savage.
Savage. Savage.
Dikit mo kung sa
Go, savage.
Savage.
Ito, wild.
Tama si Manny. Wild or primitive.
Female. The next.
How about this word?
Female, ma'am.
Famine.
Famine.
Famine. Okay. Wow, this
Ma'am, I'm the last one, ma'am.
Okay, last. How about this? Extreme scarcity of food. When we say famine, meaning extreme
Extreme scarcity of food, ma'am.
How about this word?
Ma'am, let me answer. I think that's solid, ma'am.
Oh yeah, so in the poem, ilang beses tayo describe the Kipling as solid.
Yes, we are
Bad tempered or
sulky.
How dare they?
How
How
dare
about
you.
this last one?
Colonization, ma'am.
Colonialism, very good.
Ay, colonialism, ma'am.
Yeah. When we say colonialism, the practice of acquiring full control over another country. Very good, very good. Okay. Now, what do you think is our topic today based on our activity, Jamael?
I think our topic for today is about allegory, ma'am.
Allegory. Okay, no? What is allegory? When we say allegory, these are the literary plays, no? That usually conveys a message about politics or or moral lesson. Okay? So not necessarily na novel or poem, any art, any literary piece or any kind of art that conveys politics or moral lesson, then that is allegory. Very good! Our learning objective for today is define and understand the concept of allegory, identify the tenor and vehicle in an allegory, and analyze the white man's burden as an allegorical text. Okay? Now, before we further discuss about allegory, I have here a poem, okay? And let's try to understand it first. It is The White Man's Burden by Rudyard Kipling in 1899. So this poem actually was written by Rudyard Kipling, a British poet who his intention is to give message or to encourage the American people to take over Philippines after the Spanish-American War. Okay? So parang sinasabi niya, ini-encourage niya sila to colonize the Philippines. How dare they? Okay, so let's read the first stanza. Can anybody in the class?
Ma'am,
Okay, Maporo.
take up the white man's burden. Send forth the best ye breed. Go bind your sons to exile, to serve your captives' need, to wait in heavy harness, unflattered folk and wild. Your new caught, solid people, half devil and child.
Very good. So let's try to break down line by line. From the first line pa lang, take up the white man's burden. Meaning ni Kipling na, oh white man, oh American, accept your duty or noble duty to colonize Philippines. So see that? It's very racist or parang ini-enforce na yung idea ng imperialism. How about itong second line? He said, send forth the best you breed. Sinasabi niya, isend nyo yung mga pinaka-best, yung matatalino, yung mga strong among you. So, he literally means that they are the best. They are the best people. While on the other hand, we are inferior, we are low-born. Okay, go buy your son to exile. Sinabi niya, send your son to faraway lands, to colonize, to serve your captives' need, para daw tulungan yung captives, tayo daw ng mga Filipino, yung needs daw ng mga Filipino. So see that? They justify the idea of colonialism. Like, parang sinasabi nila na colonialism is an act of helping or service. Where that, kung ano yung nangyari, is the exact opposite. No? During that time, there's nothing good happen at all. It's like we are being exploited with our rights, with our homes, di ba? So yung sinasabi niya is very one-sided. No? Para lang sa mga Amerikano. On flattered folk and wild, your new God solid people have given and child. So itong line na to, have given and child, ito na. He described Filipinos as dangerous, kasi nga have given daw immature, kasi nga child. No? Ibig sabihin, we are uncivilized. We are not capable of taking care of ourselves. So yun yung sinasabi ni Rudyard Kipling. So ganito kasi yung class, when we are studying or understanding any literary piece, especially about, post-colonial na mga pieces, it's either you are in the side of the colonizer or you are in the side of the colonized people. Might be sa mga Amerikano, this poem, there's nothing wrong with the poem. Actually, it's like encouraging them. It's an encouragement. But for us na na-colonize, it's very unfair, it's very injustice, very one unfair, no? Sabi niya, na-mention natin, we are uncivilized, we are exotic, we are not capable of taking care of ourselves. Yun yun. Oh, hindi na natin further ng haba-haba nito. Okay, so, let's talk about our main lesson. Again, according to Jumael, it's about allegory. So, is anyone could volunteer read the definition, please?
Ma'am!
Yes, Di Maporo?
Allegory. According to the Oxford Dictionary, allegory is defined as a story, picture, or other piece of art that use symbols to convey a hidden or ulterior meaning,
Yes.
typically a moral or political one. In its simple and concise definition, an allegory is when a piece of visual or narrative media uses one thing to stand in for a hidden idea.
Very good. Thank you so much. So again, allegory is any literary piece or any art that conveys a lesson about politics or moral lesson. Okay? So accordingly, we have two variables of allegory. The tenor, which refers to the hidden meaning or concept of the literary piece, and the vehicle. Okay? Is the words or images or narrative in the story or in the piece that carries the message. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In the poem, what do you think is the tenor in the poem? Or ano yung hidden message ng poem?
I think, ma'am, it's about refusing to the colonizer.
Very good. Yes. And it's also about how they justify colonialism as an act of service. No? Parang di naman lang acceptable yung colonialism. How about the vehicle? Ano yung vehicle na ginamit dito?
Vehicle, ma'am.
When you say vehicle, yan yung word or images. Basically, yan yung nagdala sa message.
Burden, ma'am.
Very good burden, no? And actually, the words itself in the poem serve as its vehicle. Okay. Since you've understood, did you understand our lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, what is our lesson all about again? Jumail?
It's about allegory, ma'am, about politics.
Okay, what are the two variables of allegory?
Tenor and vehicle, ma'am.
Tenor and vehicle.
Vehicle.
Very good. What is the title of the poem that we just talked about a while ago?
The White Man's Burden, ma'am.
By
Rudyard Kipling.
Very good. Seems like nakinig talaga kayo. So,
Yes.
sige, let's have our enrichment activity. So, our activity will be about debate. Ito natin malalaman kung sino yung magaling mag-argue. Okay, so the mechanics of our activity will be, the class will be divided into two teams. Affirmative, yung agree, and the negative or yung disagree. Both team will get 7 to 10 minutes to prepare their argument. Each team will have 3 to 5 speakers. Ano yung order ng argue? Ganito yan, class. First, the affirmative speaker, sasabihin niya yung main argument. You understand? Tapos, to be followed by the negative speaker. Sasabihin naman nila yung argument nila. Then, affirmative speaker 2 to support and give example ng leader speaker 1. Huh? And same goes with the negative speaker. Then after that, rebuttal. Okay? To respond to the opposing points of the opposing teams. And then we will have the closed listing. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The subject of our debate will be Rudyard Kipling's view or ideas of imperialism in the poem The White Man's Burden are justifiable. Do you you agree with that? Do you agree with that statement? So yun yung gagawin or gagawin natin subject for our debate. Okay! Kasi binabanggit ka sa note, oo.
No choice, ma'am. Just
Okay, so to measure, to evaluate if you really did learn or from our lesson, our discussion today, I prepared here a 10-item quiz, no? Multiple choice lang, so it's very easy.
done, ma'am.
Very good.
For your assignment.
For your assignment, okay, I want you to answer this question. What moral lesson did you learn from the book? In a 1/2 sheet of paper, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Very good. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from me.
Yay!
Tapos na yun. Oh, very